Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Gonna do the reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to leave the reading open for whatever the universe wants to bring forward, whatever they want to discuss tonight. If you're interested in booking any private services, you can do that through the link or through the website that's linked below in the description of the video. You'll also find my email and my Instagram down there as well. One more shuffle and then we'll get started. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Pisces? What message do we got for Pisces? Message for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sorry guys. If it's more than one card at a time, I don't take it. Okay. We have church. Principle, religion, dogma, family values, marriage, structure, belief system, collective consciousness, tradition, and programming. Whew, okay, we'll see where this goes with the rest of the cards, but for some of you, you could be reviewing family values. Maybe you're recognizing that what your family values doesn't resonate with your values, and you're kind of like going between the two of those, understanding kind of even maybe where your values fall, or where do you fall in with your family. If their values are different than yours, how do you make that work? I'm kind of getting an overall message with that, whether it's related to family values or maybe even religion. You guys might have been raised in a specific religion and your values may be a little bit different, but you still believe like the overarching belief system of whatever religion it is, and it's like you might be kind of working through trying to decide like where do you fall now within that community or within that belief system. Kind of like reconciling what you believe and what you feel is truth in your soul to what you've been taught in your family or your religion, okay? And so there might be something there with that. Some of you could be getting married. Again, going back to the message of like kind of the value thing, you might be kind of one of the only people in your family that isn't married, maybe doesn't want to get married, and you could be even working through like if you want to get married or not. Is marriage even something that's for you? Do you even believe in marriage? Those kind of things. Like I'm getting a lot of that. Like that's the overarching message right now that's coming through, is this kind of like a back and forth, like trying to decide where you fall, or where you align to, or where you belong kind of thing. Again, and something related to like family values, religious beliefs, or belief system in general. Again, because we have tradition and programming here and marriage, it's like you're really considering, this is kind of giving me like a Hierophant type energy with the dogma, especially the dogma word being there. This is almost like someone that was raised in a very strict, let's say, like Christian or Catholic household, that grew up in a family where you were supposed to get married and you were supposed to have at least 3 or more children. And that's just what you're supposed to do. And you are going through maybe a spiritual awakening and you're questioning all of that. Maybe that never really aligned with you anyways, but you were gonna follow that path just because you didn't know any other path, and that's what your whole family did. And you didn't want to be ostracized for that, and now you're like, I don't know that I believe this religious stuff anymore, and I don't know that marriage is for me, and I don't know that I want to have children, and I don't know that that's the life that I want for myself. So there's something there around that, and it has to do with like I said, like family programming, even societal programming to some degree too. And it's like there's a conflict with that and what you truly believe is right for you, like in your soul. And some of you may be just now awakening to this fact. Some of you have known all along, but you're still kind of processing through it and working out kind of again, like where do you fall within all of this? How do you fit in with all of this? And others of you, this is just happening, where you're kind of waking up to this and you're like, oh crap, I don't know that I believe this way. And there might be like some fear and kind of juggling back and forth of what are your values, what are your real beliefs, and things like that. What else do we have for Pisces? What else do we have for Pisces? What other messages do you have for Pisces, Spirit? This deck is huge, and I've noticed with some of these sign readings, it's like I have to shuffle for a while before the specific card that they want to come out and talk about is able to come out. So if you guys need, fast forward till you see the next card come out, and you can move through the shuffling. Buying that it's just the one card, Spirit. What else do you have for Pisces? Sun, moon, or rising? And keep either having nothing come out or like 5 cards at a time come out. Hey, alright, we finally got one. Okay. Next one out is rabbits. New beginnings, desire, timid, a sudden increase, clever, resourceful, fertility, multiply, sex, and procreation. Interesting. I was just talking about kids too. Marriage, kids, that whole thing. But we do have new beginnings here and desire. So again, for a lot of you, this could be you're desiring a new beginning in life, but I feel a little bit of, again, that push and pull, like you're not sure, because again, going back to your programming and maybe none of your family would understand this new beginning, this new life. For some of you, honestly, it could be coming out. Yeah, it could be coming out as trans. It could be coming out as lesbian, gay, bisexual, something like that doesn't fall in line with the majority of your family beliefs or values, and there's fear around that, understandable. Wanting, desiring to come out with this truth, but fearing, what the response is going to be, fearing if you're even going to have a family once this comes out. But for others of you, again, it's just like you're desiring a new beginning in your life, and it just in some way feels like it goes against how you've lived up to this point, or it would go against like societal norms, or it would go against like family norms. There's something there with that, but the desire is there, but there's uncertainty. Understandably so, right? If you're very close to your family and family's kind of all you've ever had, it can be terrifying to think that you're going to lose all of that just because you want to go live a life that feels true to you. For some of you, this could even be about getting a divorce, if I'm being honest. Fearful of what backlash you may get from your partner's family. Or maybe even your own. Maybe your own family just absolutely loves this person, and you know they're going to be mad at you if you decide to leave. Okay, I'm not taking these. I'm not taking these because 2 came out, but it's weird that I just said that about a divorce and wanting to leave a partner. 2 cards came out. Shut the front door. Man is on the bottom in reverse. But the first card on the top is Stallion. Break free, tame versus wild, strong emotions, desire again. Desire was on the rabbit card. Driving force, unbridled, sexual energy, freedom, unleash the inner beast. You guys, I'm going to put it back because the universe knows my rule. I only take 1 card at a time, not giving in. However, I feel like that was extremely important and synchronistic. So for some of you, that is the message with like the divorce message. You're wanting to leave maybe a long-standing connection or relationship where your family may absolutely love the partner and you are just very unhappy in this connection and you're wanting to leave, but you're fearful of what your family will say or if they'll be mad at you or how they'll treat you or the partner's family. All right, card that actually came out, birds. Communicate, negotiate, chatty, debate, discuss, flighty, nervous, ADHD, making contact, noisy, text or call someone. So again, this is going in line here with like wanting to communicate your desires, wanting to communicate this new beginning, this new life that you want, maybe even wanting to communicate these thoughts, these feelings, these different beliefs, these different values that you either suddenly realize that you have or maybe have always had, but now is feeling like the time that you're wanting to communicate it. But again, I'm feeling that push and pull, like there's some fear here of what the response will be, what the backlash will be. So let's see. Let's get some tarot. See if we can get some more info. I picked the 2 decks that I have that are like the hardest to shuffle. And I don't know why I did that to myself. I don't think I was thinking it through. But this tarot deck is hard to shuffle too. Not as hard as some of the other ones I have, but still. Okay. All right, Spirit, tell me more about the church for Pisces. Tell me more about the church. Oh my God. Okay, you guys' reading is wildly synchronistic. I said that this card is reminding me of the Hierophant because of the church and dogma and all of that. Look what you got. Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is tradition. This is traditional values, traditional belief systems. This is religious beliefs. This is societal structures, governmental structures. This is the way things have always been done. That's literally what I'm hearing, but that's what this card represents. This is how it's always been done. Why would we change it? Not even thinking that just because it's always been done that way doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. One more, please, for the church for Pisces. Get one more card, please. You got to remember, Taurus energy, very stubborn. Very, very stubborn, thinks they're right, always wants to do things their way because it's the right way. And yes, I can confidently say that because I am a Taurus sun. So if you have Taurus or you know a Taurus or you have a Taurus placement somewhere, don't come at me. Because you all know that's how we are. Tell me more about the church for Pisces, please. Page of Pentacles, we can learn a new way. We can learn a new way. you guys might be doing something on a bigger scale, like some of you might be wanting to really change a lot of structures in society, quite possibly wanting to change the way church is. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I will wish you a whole hell of a lot of luck, Pisces. But with this is like, again, this is how we've always done it. Why would we change it? And Page of Pentacles is, why the hell would we not? We can always learn something new. We can always grow. We can always change. We can always evolve. Tell me more about the rabbits for Pisces. For some of you, follow your intuition because you all know your family best. But for some of you, the Hierophant energy of this is how we've always done things, why would we change it, may be how your family's always been. However, if you choose to communicate this, whatever this is, you may be surprised at their response. Always follow your intuition. Don't just listen to me. I don't know your family. You do. So you decide what's best for you based on that and based on your own intuition. Just that is another message that's coming through. For some of you, that may be the response you're expecting. This very hardened, this is not how we do things around here response. But you may actually get we can change, we can learn, we can grow, we can adapt. Tell me more about the rabbit, please, for Pisces. Tell me more about the rabbit for Pisces. Wow. Angel de la Nuit. This is a special card out of this deck. This is talking about coming out of darkness and into light. This is actually about being in a very dark period for a very long time and coming out into the light of things. Finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, no longer being shrouded in darkness. This is about seeing to the beauty and the light that is in the darkness as well. So for a lot of you, again, this is the new beginning. This is the new beginning. For others of you, it's finally seeing the light. It's finally going after your desires. It's finally deciding to start this new way of doing things, and it's bringing you out of the darkness, out of the shadows. Again, the message here, where if you're coming out, it's like this coming out, deciding to do it, deciding to go into this new life as who you truly are. It brings you out of the darkness. And you're no longer hiding who you are. And as hard as that can be for the fallout, there's nothing better than living your life for who you truly are. There's a lot of happiness and joy in that. And sometimes, yes, it still comes with sadness and disappointment as well. But like I said, for some of you, I feel like it's going to be more well received than you think. Again, not for all of you. So use your intuition. Get one more, please, for rabbit. One more card for rabbit, please. God, your guys' reading's gonna be long, just shuffling. Yeah, Five of Wands, but there is conflict here, internal conflict over it. Wands is soul energy. So there's still internal conflict here about coming out with this. Leading this new life. Again, like I said, for some of you, this could be coming from a very religious family and never really believing it, and finally coming out with that. Like, this isn't how I believe. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in these systems. You could be atheist. You could be, you don't know what yet. You just know that it's not this belief. You could wind up being Buddhist or a Hindu or any of those things. It's not the religion that you grew up in, or that you were raised in, and that your whole family believes and supports. And so it's just coming out with that. It could be something as, I want to say as simple as that, but that's not really that simple. If you know, you know. But the Five of Wands here, there is internal conflict here, understandably so. Again, this kind of stuff is never easy. It feels like a big risk. And quite frankly, it isn't easy. Even if the family is accepting of it, there's always a little bit of an adjustment period, right? Where, things feel kind of up in the air and kind of weird for a while. Even if the family is okay with this stuff and they are accepting of it, it still is an adjustment period, okay? So keep that in mind as well. But yes, so there is some internal conflict here. But again, I see you coming out of the darkness. All right. Tell me about the birds. What's the birds about for Pisces? Tell me about the birds. The birds. Birds have been coming up a lot for me lately. I've been getting birds a lot in my own readings. Okay, King of Wands. One more, please, for the birds. All right. Then we have Six of Swords. I feel like this King of Wands is you guys. This communication is, I feel like this King of Wands is you when you come out of the darkness and out of this internal conflict and finally speak your truth, whatever that is. Whatever the truth is, it's going to be different for all of you. But whatever that truth is that's going against the traditional family values, conditioning, programming, societal programming and conditioning. For some of you, this is going against, like modern spirituality, like speaking out against the stuff in that. It's like, but whatever it is, whatever this truth is, this is you when you finally speak it. It's like you're feeling passionate, you're feeling strong, confident, determined, motivated. And it's like with the Six of Swords, it's like it's moving your whole life into calmer waters eventually. Okay? Again, we have the Five of Wands here. It doesn't mean it's going to be immediately sunshine and rainbows and like your life is just perfect and everything is fixed because you finally spoke your truth. No. And depending on what truth this is, again, if it is against a pretty hard standing dogma in this world and you're going to continue to speak out against it, you're going to have to be prepared for some ongoing battles and conflicts. Maybe forever, as long as you're doing it, okay? Because there's always going to be people that are going to come against you for that. And I do not say that to discourage you. Just make sure that, again, you are being realistic here, okay? Not everything's sunshine and rainbows. So with that, though, I think once you speak your truth, once you finally communicate and you start communicating more as the person that you truly are, not keeping it hidden away, there's more confidence and passion here, drive, motivation. You're moving into calmer waters. It's kind of like letting spirit take control of the boat and letting it take you and your life where you're meant to go. Where you're meant to go, doing what you're meant to be doing. Being who you're meant to be. That's a big one. That one came through really freaking loud. Being who you were meant to be. Even if it's not what anyone else thinks that you should be. That's not for them to decide. It's letting the universe, your guides, your higher self, your intuition, your truth guide you to the person that you are always meant to be. All right, Pisces. That's it. To me, this is very cut and dry reading. I am going to pull 2 final cards from this adorable little teeny tiny deck for just closing messages for this reading. So 2 more cards, close this out. I don't know what you're doing, Pisces. I don't know what you're speaking out against or what you're speaking up for or who you truly are, but I like it. I like the energy of this. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm also getting to, for those of you where whatever this is not well received, remember it will only not be well received by certain people. Your people are out there, but they won't find you unless you're you, the real you. Then you find your real people, and that's also what the 6 of Swords is about as well. The universe will guide you right to them. All right, Spirit, closing messages for Pisces for this reading, please. Final messages. I love it. You got Mercury, the Magician. Again, communication. Again, communication, curious, quick ideas, and manifest. Your ideas are worth being communicated. Your truth is worth being communicated. That's how you manifest the real you. That's how you manifest the life that you really want, is by speaking your truth and living your truth, even if others don't like it. Holy crap, I love this. I gotta tell you guys too, you are the only sign, and you're my last one. I don't think anyone else got these 3 cards up here, and I know no one else got these 2 tiny cards that just came out. That's wild. The message doesn't seem completely out of messages I've gotten before, whether for you guys or other signs, but it's just crazy, like very, very different cards, oracle cards came out for you guys. I love that. But you got Jupiter. I love this energy for you. Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, expansive, turning point, growth, and destiny. What did I tell you? It's taking you exactly where you're meant to be. You speaking your truth and being authentically yourself is taking you exactly where you're meant to be. It's going to be expansive. You are going to expand. It is going to be a turning point in your life. There will forever be a before you spoke your truth and an after you spoke your truth. It will be a turning point, but a turning point that leads to growth, expansiveness, and your destiny. All right, Pisces. That's what I have for you guys. This is a beautiful reading. I love it. Whatever you're doing, I'm here for it. I like this energy. Yeah. All right, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that it resonated for you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.